Hey everyone, this is Michael with the general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I do hope that this video finds you all well. I am going to be hosting the giveaway for a free reading or a free distance Reiki session on my Instagram for another day or so. So if you haven't checked that out already, definitely follow me on my Instagram and comment on that post. I actually did this giveaway for 10,000 subscribers, for reaching 10,000 subscribers, and we've already jumped up to 16,000. So thank you all of you who have been supporting by liking, sharing, and subscribing to these videos. If you miss out on this giveaway, don't worry. I'm probably going to be doing another one pretty soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm going to be doing them pretty frequently, so don't worry if you don't win this one. There will be others. Yeah, I'm just honestly delightfully surprised. So thank you all again. I do have links in the description box for all of my social media, as well as links for personal readings, Reiki sessions, and donations. I also have a blog post that's going to outline in greater detail all the astrological information I'm going to be referencing throughout this video as well. Just kind of my notes, something handy to have, especially if you're interested in tracking what may be happening when, specifically. We do have, being Leo season for the majority of August, this is actually probably going to be a pretty good month for you guys, trining as a fellow fire sign. We started off this month with August 1st being a Leo new moon, new passions, new pleasures, really getting back in touch with your passion, things that just make you feel good. I feel like it's a good time to manifest those things. And honestly, it's a really nice reprieve. This whole month is going to be so much better and lighter, I think, than July, with all of the eclipses and the retrogrades. Although, August is much more a month about beginnings, I'm feeling like. July had a lot of endings. It was very heavy. It was very slow. Mercury went direct on July 31st. We're still going to be in that post-shadow for about a week. But then once we hit August 7th, I think there's going to be a big boost in energy, a big forward push, especially since on the 7th there is also going to be a trine between the Sun in Leo and Jupiter in Sagittarius. Why that's so interesting is that the Sun rules over Leo and Jupiter rules over Sagittarius, and a trine, that 90-degree angle, that's actually a very harmonious aspect. It's going to be a big boost in energy, a lot of passion, maybe some spiritual growth or expansion, travel opportunities, just a big turnaround in luck in general. I feel like it's going to kind of be a lucky break for a lot of people, or it kind of pulling us out of that heavy energy that a lot of us are still feeling at the start of August. We do also have Jupiter going direct as well on, I want to say August 11th? Yes, August 11th. And that's going to be, again, a lot of luck. I feel like there's going to be quite a few people are going to have lucky breaks, I'm feeling. And we do have, Uranus going retrograde the next day. So it's like one step forward, one step back on August 12th. But with that, I think there's going to be a lot of questioning, maybe challenging values or challenging your old way of doing things, kind of the traditional route you've taken, especially being in Taurus. That's where Uranus is right now. It's a little bit of an uncomfortable placement. But it's really going to be, I feel like a lot of people are going to be getting out of their comfort zones or reevaluating that. And it seems like there's going to just be a lot of lovely energy. And of course, we do have the second new moon, or the black moon in Virgo at the end of the month as well. So there really just seems to be a lot of innovation, a lot of new beginnings, a lot of fresh energy. And I think it's going to be kind of, again, a nice break, or a nice pickup after last month. Yeah, I think that's pretty much, I feel like that's everything. There's definitely more stuff that's happening. Obviously, there's more aspects. Again, you can check the blog post if you're interested in that, but those are kind of the highlights, I think, for the month of August. I'm going to start now by shuffling the deck. We're going to be looking at where your energy was, where it's going to be for August, and where it's all kind of going. So this is going to perhaps be for July for a lot of you, or even earlier than that. That's too many. So we're going to be looking, what is the energy for Aries coming into August? What is the energy for Aries coming into August? Nice. What is the energy for Aries coming into August? Interesting. So I have the Nine of Pentacles. The Four of Swords actually came out with the Three of Cups. And then we have the World card here. I feel like with this Nine of Pentacles, there's definitely a sense of abundance. Kind of, you know, we were talking about our comfort zone. I want to say something about comfort zone with last month. I don't know, it felt like you were actually pretty comfortable with things, enjoying yourself. Although I feel like you also were a bit, you might have gone out, but I feel like there was actually a lot of resting for you as well. Healing. Although you might have been healing with other people with this Three of Cups here. I feel like there's a lot of stability in your life. Kind of just resting, recharging. It's like you know something's coming, you know there's a change here. And with the World, I actually feel like something's coming to an end, or there's a cycle coming to an end. But you actually feel pretty calm about it. It's like a new, you know, whatever endings were entering your consciousness last month or coming into August, you were kind of aware of it. And it feels more like a progression. You're not looking at this as like a loss. You're looking at this as like progression. Though you may be leaving behind your comfort zone. That's why this is in the past. This may be something you're leaving behind. You could also be leaving behind some friends as well. And you may be kind of getting out of this dormant state. You're on the move. But again, it doesn't feel negative. It just feels like it's time, is almost the sense I get with it. What is the animal wisdom for Aries coming into the month of August? What is the animal wisdom for Aries coming into the month of August? There we go. Got two. Ooh, okay, so we have crocodile and shark. And this is very, again, you know, taking rest. Kind of feeling things out. With the shark, it's like, again, there's this sense of something kind of, I don't want to say the word looming, but you feel something circling around you. You can see this fin in the distance above the water. There's definitely a change in sight for you. And I feel like you've kind of just been resting, taking pause, restoring your energy here. And you've been feeling out the situation for a while with shark. And it does feel like you are going to be going towards something. Maybe you already began to do that, or you're going to just be doing that at the start of August. But I do feel like there is going to be some movement after a state of dormancy here. After this completion, you're going to be moving on to something new. And I think you've just been resting. And if you're watching this and you haven't been resting, you really should give yourself a chance, because I'm getting the sense that there is a change here coming for you. We're going to now look at kind of the first part of August, maybe the first half. What are the themes for August? For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see. Interesting. Yeah, there is definite change. One more, please. And still a lot of looking into the future. So I have the Ace of Cups. The Death card and the Hermit actually came out together. And the Two of Wands. So with this Ace of Cups, there's definitely an emotional new beginning, something that actually feels pretty promising, pretty good. But I actually feel like, even if you recognize that this is a good thing, it might feel a little heavy with this Death card, because there's a big change, a very big shift, and it's affecting you emotionally. You might be appearing like this Ace of Cups energy. You might even be making an offering, especially if there's a Scorpio or a Virgo in your life. You might be making some sort of offer for them in August, especially the first part of August. But I do feel like there's a lot of reflection, there's a lot of transition here, a lot of change, and I feel like there is this need to still retreat, to go in, find that light within. I really am getting this sense that you're presenting pretty well to a lot of people. Like, you seem pretty positive, upbeat, renewed. But I feel like inside, there is some heaviness, there's some heavy emotions for you. I'm gonna be honest. That could be because of this new cycle in Leo. I'm trying to remember the other aspects that were happening. But it seems like you're still looking forward, you're still looking into the future. What's next? Where am I going? It's like you got this beginning, and then you realize, oh, this is only just the start. This isn't really... I almost get the sense that there's, again, more movement. You know there's something else changing, something else to come. So even though there's this beginning, I don't know if it's a very long-term thing, or you're trying to figure out how far this can go. How much mileage can you get with this Ace of Cups here? But again, you know, some of you could also be involved with a Scorpio or a Virgo. And there could actually be a love offering here as well. Perhaps even like, there could be like a twin flame connection here. I always think of that with the Two of Wands. But it feels very new. There could be someone new in your life coming in. Let's see. But it seems like there's a lot of change that's happening. Could also be for them. It might not even be for you, but it feels like there's definitely some stuff you're moving beyond. The dragonfly. So before you make any decisions for August, you need to be really mindful of what your emotional state is like, what your mental state is like. Dragonfly is kind of this mercurial energy. It's very Gemini energy, honestly. It's darting around. It changes directions very easily. I feel like, yeah, I was saying there's almost a sense of a change in direction. You're going to make this move, and then you're going to be like, maybe this isn't what I need to do. This could just be because your energy is very frazzled. And before you go making any decisions or making any judgments, really just be mindful of your emotions. Just pay attention to them, observe them, get into this observer awareness, and really feel your emotions in your body. So often we have this mental story about our emotions. I feel sad, I feel happy, I'm nervous about this. And we just keep saying these things to ourselves without actually feeling them in our body. You know, really meditate on this. Really just observe your body. Do some body scans. I want you to be, you know, as you're going through all of this changing, I'm seeing this pond that's kind of, it's shaky, it's shifting. Let the water settle. You might not be seeing things clearly. Your perception might not be totally accurate. Something might not be what it seems either. So definitely meditate at the start of August, or just take deep breaths. Even if it's just in your car on your way to work. Just be very careful with your mental state. You know, I actually just shuffled the animal deck. I meant to shuffle the other deck, but I had the fish card come out, and this actually feels like this is also for this time period. There is a lot of change. There is a lot of movement. And it's like when you get into this mentality, you're just going with the flow all the time. There's no decisiveness. I think it's really important for you to not get so swept up in the current here. Yes, there's a lot of change. But sometimes you also have to kind of figure out what it is that you need to do. Where do you need to put your effort? Where do you need to work? Or what do you need to work on, I mean? Some of you, there could be a pretty big move actually for some of you. Like moving to another part of the world. But again, you know, just be pay very close attention to your mental state before making decisions, before telling yourself how something is, before you have a narrative of how you feel about something. Really just observe the state of your mind. What were you thinking about before you had a conversation or before you came to a conclusion? Where was your mental state? Because I feel like your mind is kind of all over the place. And your emotions are kind of all over the place too, with Ace of Cups, with Death, the Hermit. It's like lots of new energy, but then there's also lots of heavy energy that you might be running from. But you'd kind of be shooting yourself in the foot if you don't pay attention to it. What are the messages for the second half of August or beyond? Where's all of this energy going for Aries? And again, take these time windows as they apply. It might not be the same exact flow for everyone. But overall, this is kind of just where the energy is going. This is how things are progressing currently. What are the messages for Aries? Show me clearly. Where's all of this going? What does the future hold for Aries? Yeah, that makes sense. What is the energy for Aries? Second half of August and beyond. Interesting. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. Father of Cups with the Seven of Cups. And the Mother of Pentacles. So we have two sevens. Definitely a big... I feel like there's a spiritual shift that's actually kind of happening for some of you. But with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like you're definitely going to be working pretty hard on something. You're still going forward. It might not feel like it's going anywhere. It is important to keep this Two of Wands in mind, to keep the future in mind. Where is all of this leading me? Because I do think it's going somewhere, but there is the sense that it's not going to be... You might feel like it's not paying off. Or you might worry that it's never going to pay off. And again, you know, I have the Father of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Some of you are definitely hung up on a Scorpio. Or perhaps another water sign. Cancer, Pisces. Could also be a late Libra, born in the last 10 days of Libra season, third decan. You have a lot of options, and you seem pretty confused. You don't really know where to go. You're really just trying to figure out where to go, and I honestly feel like your emotions are going to be clouding your judgment a lot for this month. And you are going forward. You are working on something. But it seems like as you're moving through all of this, there's a lot of thinking you're doing. And a lot of decisions you're going to need to be making. Especially if there's a water sign or even an earth sign with this Mother of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo again, or Capricorn. I feel like, you know... all of your mental cards or communication cards, this is all talking about the future to me. Because we have the world. What's next? The next cycle. The ending of one cycle. The beginning of another. The Two of Wands. Looking into the future. Trying to strategize. There might be a choice you need to make. And then Mother of Pentacles. She thinks very long term. Because she knows... she has to feed people through the winter. She knows that she has to really think things through. She has to plant the seeds. There might be an earth sign who's helping you do this. Or perhaps possibly a water sign, but... I feel like you're really, it's almost like you're between lives. Like you've left behind something else, or you're in the process of leaving behind something else, and you're going into something new, but you're wondering where all of this is going, which is kind of interesting for Aries. there's a lot of pause for you this month. This also kind of makes sense to me with the second half of August, all of these planets moving into Virgo. I think just everyone in general, they're going to be thinking a lot about the future, planning, routines, work. Interesting. What is the animal wisdom for Aries for the second half of August and beyond? Snake. Yeah, I was saying there was kind of a spiritual element to all of this, and snake kind of represents that kundalini, life force energy. Just feeling what brings you alive. What's your magic? Getting in touch with that. Snake could actually be kind of a helpful animal to call in for that. Also shedding, renewal, growth, rebirth. I feel like it's almost this energy of like biting off more than you can chew as well, because I keep getting that image of like snake unhinging its jaw, taking something in, taking its prey in whole. You're making something, it's like you're taking something and making it a part of you. And it's a lot to digest. It's a lot to break down. And that's kind of feeling like the energy. You're still figuring things out. You're still making sense of this new change, this new beginning. It does seem good though. But I think your mind is just all over the place. And those are all the messages I'm getting for you now, for right now, Aries. I do hope that this was helpful. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what's going on for you guys, what changes are happening for you. I know a lot of people are going through big changes just with the past 2 eclipses, and we're kind of in the wake of that right now, because not all of this happens instantaneously either. We gotta remember that. So yeah, let me know what's going on for you. Again, I have links for personal readings, Reiki sessions, and donations in the description box down below. And if I don't hear from you or see you individually, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.